Hey everyone, Tin Man here, back with some more Dota Underlords. Going to be playing ranked standard mode here. What do we got on turn 1? Well, we've got a couple options here. We could go with Dazzle as a 2-cost unit. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I think I like the options provided to me here by these other, the 1-cost units, just picking all of those up. Actually, no, you know what? I'm not a huge fan of Shadow Demon, actually. I think we'll go with this. We'll go with some trolls here and Axe as kind of like a sturdy front line, and we'll have these other trolls in the back to provide a little bit of damage. The one concern I had with like Shadow Demon is I'm not actually convinced that he's like a fine unit on his own, but like Heartless and Demon just doesn't really fit into a lot of different builds. It's a solid enough unit, but I don't think that it like is super valuable. The Heartless tag, that is, in a lot of different builds here. Whereas I think Dazzle, while healers are a little bit weak, I think some healing based strategies are reasonably strong, just like trolls and like even if you don't use the healer tag, just trolls into, you know, knights, into brutes, into a variety of different things. Dazzle maybe provides a little bit more flexibility in that regard. We did take a loss here in the first turn, but that's not the worst thing. We do get a free reroll out of the deal. I actually really am a big fan of Voidstone, especially if we're going to be playing somebody like Dazzle, who's often going to be cooldown limited, mana limited at later levels. Or if you get up to 2 or even up to 3-star, he's definitely going to be mana limited, and so this Voidstone really helps to get his mana up quickly. We do pick up an Legion Commander here. I really like Legion Commander. I'm sure anybody watching this already knows that full well. I do love me some Legion Commander. There's some other healers here, and also a Queen of Pain towards an Assassin build. I'm not going to make any big adjustments here. I want to like at least let this fight play out while I'm thinking about this. I do like Enchantress just as like a good unit. You know, Druid's are really powerful. It's a healer, and just like Druids into like Treant Protector is just so strong. But I think keeping open the option to go Assassins here, I'm just looking around. There's somebody with a pair of Queens of Pain. Oh well. I'm going to pick that up, use our reroll. Unfortunately, don't really find much here. We do take another small loss, which is fine. If I wanted to go more Knights, I could pick up the Chaos Knight. Maybe that's better than looking at Assassins. I already have the Bat Rider. You know what? Let's pick it up. Yeah, I get rewarded with another Chaos Knight here. That was kind of lucky. There's a pair of Pudges, although I'm not sure that's really that important. I'm just not a huge fan of Warriors, especially if we already have a tanky kind of alliance like Knights. And Pudge is also a Heartless again, which I just don't think is that strong in the current meta. Slarder's a really powerful warrior, and he's like a big draw towards a warrior build, but since we didn't pick up the Pudge, I'll just pick up another Dazzle, and like maybe we're looking at like a Knights, Healers, Legion Commander kind of thing. Unfortunately, we're going to take another loss here. Opponent's got multiple 2-star units, and they're level 4. We're just going to be going on an early losing streak here, and that's not that bad. Especially if we already have like some really powerful units if we get them to tier 2 or to 2-star. Chaos Knight, Legion Commander, even Dazzle's really strong at 2-star. He gets to spam out his ability basically on cooldown every time with the Voidstone. He's never going to be mana limited. And yeah, I kind of like where this is going. I think I'll sell off the Bounty Hunter and pick up the Beastmaster just to keep you open the option of going like a Brawny build if Beastmasters do come together. I think Beastmaster is very strong. More Slardars, but I don't really think that's where I want to be. I'm going to use the reroll here. We do find the Dazzle and an Abaddon, potentially going towards a Knights build, and I think I'm going to sell off this Beastmaster and Axe here to get up to 10 gold. And yeah, I could buy this Dazzle, but I'd rather just grab interest here. And if I keep a losing streak, not a big deal, because you know, I'm already losing. I probably don't lose too much life total, and I get another reroll next turn. So if I lose, what's the big deal? You know, one more round here. I'd rather not spend my gold until the interest locks in, just so that I can get some better odds on, you know, get a little bit more gold out of the deal. I don't need to win just yet. We'll turn this around at some point. Okay, so these other guys that we've got, Legion Commander is still great, obviously, if you get her to 2-star. But otherwise, I don't know, maybe looking at like especially with the Trolls. She's really good with Trolls because she wants the attack speed and she counts kind of as a Troll. There's a 2-star Abaddon that we could pick up. That would be really big. Once again, that would cost us interest, so I'm going to hold off on a second. Same logic as last turn. That's why we're not leveling up. We're just going to hopefully keep this losing streak together. Scouting around, I think we still lose to pretty much everybody. We might be the person we just lost to last turn because we got the 2-star Dazzle, but I think against everyone else we do lose. Yeah, this 2-star Timbersaw is going to crush us, I believe. I hope so, at least. I hope we lose here. Yeah, Timbersaw's good. Okay, sweet. Oh, wait, hold on. This Chaos Knight's not dead yet. I kind of needed Chaos Knight to lose, or to die quickly. Yeah, Weaver's going to get this, I'm sure. I'm, like, cheering for my opponent's team here. That may not actually work. Oh, no, we did win! Oh, boy. Alright. Well, we won. Fair enough. Oh, hello. Hello, Triple Bounty Hunter. Sure. I guess I picked that up. That was weird. Okay, so items. Now that we gotta, like, kind of be forced to turn the corner here, I think Stonehold Cloak is better than Pike. Especially in a, like, a defensive-oriented build. Just as a general matter, I think that's better. I think I'd probably just throw in the Bounty Hunter here, honestly. And then I guess put I don't. Alright, so now we're actually looking to try to maybe win some fights. I don't think I need this to work. I need the interest here. Shadow Shaman maybe gets played. If we do want 4 trolls, which I think is a reasonable goal. To get 4 trolls here. I'm holding on to the Drow Ranger just in case we want to play Heartless. But honestly, like, Necrophos would be a better Heartless in the late game. But it should be alright for the moment. Now we've got, like, our whole board up to 2-star. Like, actually we have a really good chance of continuing the win streak here. So I'm pretty optimistic about this. I thought we'd lose for one more turn, but whatever. You know, we started our win streak a bit earlier. Sure. We took down somebody who was also on a win streak, so now no one has any streak of any sort. Okay, they got a losing streak now, but, you know, they didn't temporarily. And we still managed to grab interest every turn here. So now I kind of want to sell off to get up to another tier here. The problem is, I think I want to sell off... I was going to say the Legion Commander, but, like... I'm actually just going to sell Drow Ranger. I know Drow Ranger's not going to be my build for forever. Like, she's definitely going to get cut at some point. And Legion Commander is just so good with trolls because she already has high attack damage because of her champion bonus. And then I just really want her to have the Troll Alliance. And so in that case, I kind of want to hold on to her, especially because we see what? One other person's picked up one of them? Yeah, I definitely think that's correct then. We pick up the Shadow Shaman, so if we can get 4 trolls, and also we can get druids with the Shadow Shaman, which would also benefit Legion Commander as well. So we're probably looking for like 4 knights, right? And then let's put in the Chaos Knight. And since I am winning, I kind of just want to level, put in the Bat Rider as well. This way, like, we're even more in short of trying to win the fight here. Yeah, I lose a couple points of interest, but because we just won 3 in a row and we have a win streak, I think it's worthwhile to do that level up. And it's a pretty powerful boost, getting the... You could essentially think about getting a Knights or just adding in a Chaos Knight if we were already going to play Bat Rider. And Chaos Knight's just such a good unit on his own. Chaos Knight actually has 0 kills in either one. I didn't know if I put in the right one, because I want to stack all the kills on the same one, because eventually I think Chaos Knight wants to get Stonehold Cloak. But that is assuming that he gets 2-star, which, you know, I would assume at some point he will, but it might just be a while. Somehow have Abaddon to 2-star first, which is unusual, but that's why we play these games, because there's always unusual situations that pop up. So we've got a good 4-round win streak after an initial 4-round loss. And I think we're on a good direction that, yeah, there's a little bit of competition in terms of what we're doing. There's one other person kind of looking at a similar strat, but that doesn't mean we can't both play some kind of Knights-focused build. We do find the Omni Knight, which could be a good 4th Knight, especially if we go like Omni Knight, Necrophos, Dazzle, and grab 3 healers along the way. Maybe a healing Underlord. Legion Commander is looking less and less likely, but we do really want like a damage dealer at some point in the future, and Legion Commander is a great option for that. So I'm not entirely sure how that's all going to work out. I thought she'd be really useful. Otherwise, this build really lacks damage output until you get like a Troll Warlord, which of course doesn't come until very late into the game. So we're going to want to get a Troll Warlord or a Legion Commander 2-star like last turn. Like a few turns back. Right now we're kind of getting away with like the damage output from Bounty Hunter, but that's obviously going to fall off at some point. We can pick up Healing Sport in Essex. She's a pretty good healer, and if we're going to go healer, she's probably one of the best. If it was Healing and Steel and Eno, maybe I'd consider that, but I think we do look at healers here, and Essex is quite strong in the early game, kind of doubling down on our win streak right now. We do find the Chaos Knight. That is awesome. We could also go invest in damage with like Dragon Knight Viper, if a Legion Commander doesn't really work out, or even Shadow Fiend. Well, Shadow Fiend's kind of hard to make work with Chaos Knight because he's got a very quick cast Chaos Bolt, and Shadow Fiend is a very long, drawn-out cast that kind of gets interrupted by the Demon Alliance, so yeah, kind of debatable. Now we got a 2-star Chaos Knight. He's probably going to get the Stonehall Cloak going forward. Even though he has a couple less right now, I think he's going to use it better because he'll be in the front line taking the damage, so we really want him to be the one who gets the bonus HP. He is just going massive right here. Just absolutely crushing people. I mean, a 3-star Chaos Knight could also be our damage dealer in the late game. Since, unfortunately, Luna is not a knight, we don't have her as a good damage source anymore. I mean, she got removed a long time ago, but Chaos Knight and Sven, if we double down even more on knights, but if we want to go 4 trolls, it's kind of hard to make that work. So, what do we get here? We get a Desolator or a Vanguard. Because I'm thinking about how much damage output that we are or are not going to have, I think I want the Desolator. It's going to improve that damage output, and Vanguard is a great item. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing on something like Abaddon. But I do think I want to just pick up a DPS item here. I think I will sell off this Shadow Fiend and this Legion Commander. It's getting a little bit late, and I want to level up and grab interest here because I am still on a win streak. I had a Knight to put in, a 4th Knight, who's pretty decent on his own, and I think most other people have leveled up to 6, so I got to kind of keep pace with that. So we just do that. We keep open like the Dragon Knight idea. I would like Legion Commander, but you know, if she's one of those ones where if it doesn't come early, it's not going to come at all. Because it's just not good if you get her later. She does require that snowball. So you got to know when to cut bait with that and just give up on it. We do take a massive win here. We are on a 7-round win streak. That is the power of an early 4-round loss streak. You identify a good strategy, move into it, and it just starts to go really well for you. We got 2 mage players in the lobby, 3 scrappies who might be a little scary later on, 1 Legion Commander build, and another Knights player. So a reasonably diverse lobby. Nothing I really need here. I think I'm just going to save up. We really do want the Necrophos to get the last healer. And Necrophos is just so good with Voidstone because he also has a short 5-second cooldown. And Necrophos spams out his ability very often. So I think that's where we're going to go. Of course, as soon as we sell off Legion Commander, we get another one, but no matter. This is a good mage build here. Double 2-star Razor, 2-star Morphling. This could be a little scary. Luckily, we've got a lot of tankiness, but if an Essex dies before she gets her golem off, we could be a little bit vulnerable here. She did just barely die right before. I was just watching her, and she could not get another heal off, unfortunately. I think this Chaos Knight... Nah, he's not going to get it. Still missing the Bat Rider to 2-star, so we do not get to complete our win streak. Really unfortunate here. Going to get that big burst of gold income, but instead we're just going to have to level up to 7 and take a little bit less gold than we'd like. Level up to 7 kind of preemptively here, so we get the better odds in the tier 4 units. We're looking for Dragon Knight and Sven. In the meantime, I guess we put in... I guess Lifestealer is actually pretty decent, gives us Heartless. Do want to buy the Chaos Knight, of course. Trying to work towards 3-star in him. You know, if we got a 2-star Dragon Knight, or a 2-star Viper rather, that would be good. But I want to buy the Chaos Knight after interest locks in, and then use our reroll. Shadow Shaman's probably not the appealing late game troll. We probably want to go Witch Doctor into Troll Warlord, so also leveling up to 8 is very important for that reason, because that'll increase our odds of finding the Troll Warlord, the ace units, as soon as possible. That's kind of where we're looking to be leveling up instead of rerolling until we get at least to level 8, and depends on how healthy you are. Maybe we can wait till level 9. Looks like Chaos Knight is... At least he's racking up a lot of kills here. I don't know if we win this, because this I know is super annoying. Looks like we don't win this, but whatever. Buy the Chaos Knight, use the reroll. Nothing else here. Not really looking for Kunkka. Can have Knights instead. So alright, we take 2 losses, not the biggest deal. Another Lifestealer. And another Dazzle. Because I don't think I'm actually going to play Shadow Shaman at any point in the future, I think we'll just have like other Knights to add in before we get up to 4 Trolls eventually. And go like Witch Doctor, Troll, Warlord. I just want to sell it to grab interest here, get up to 30. My other option was like buy Lifestealer, buy Dazzle, use the reroll right away, and just hope to get a 2-star Lifestealer or like 2-star Viper or something. Ooh, there's a Snapfire, just in case we get the Viper before we get the Dragon Knight. That can be a good option. To give us Dragon. Doesn't hurt to keep that on the bench. Even though we obviously want the Dragon Knight eventually. Looks like we get a nice solid win here. So yeah, we took 2 losses in a row. It's not really going to be a big loss streak. I do think we're quite powerful. I am a little concerned. I'm looking at this other the other player who's going Knights already has the Dragon Knight and the Necrophos. So they got a little bit luckier with the tier 4 units. They don't have them 2-star yet. Hey, there we go. Another Chaos Knight and a Viper. I think I'll put Chaos Knight in over the Lifestealer. Lifestealer is always kind of a placeholder here. Just to give me Heartless and temporarily, but a second Chaos Knight seems much better. I'm actually going to give him the Desolator. I actually think Viper's probably better than Bounty Hunter. I probably want to make that swap. I just didn't do it in time before we ran out of time in the prep phase. I should probably make that swap. The Viper for the Bounty Hunter. That probably makes a lot of sense. That Legion Commander is huge. 56 bonus damage already. That is pretty good. Uh-oh. Their Enthrall worked on my Bounty Hunter. That's unfortunate. He's going to hit so hard. Watch his auto attack go up to, yeah, 500 and something DPS. So we are going to lose this one. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Enthrall. Such a powerful ability when it does work. Much more powerful than the Golem. And also the Golem is a little bit weaker as the game goes on. Still looking for that 2-star Bat Rider. Still looking for Dragon Knight, Necrophos. Probably going to sell off these things here in the middle. Mask of Menace is really good, assuming we get a Troll Warlord at some point in the future. So is Silver Edge, but I think because we're so... I think Troll Warlord is just so important. I think I'm okay to pick up the Mask of Madness here. And, even if I don't have a great use for it right now. There's another Dazzle, a Sven. Alchemist is also not the worst. I guess Lifestealer is actually a pretty good use for this Mask of Madness at this exact moment. Does it make sense to level up here? So we just got a 3-star Timber Saw. Wow. I actually don't think it makes sense to level up here. I think I'm going to wait. Wait a turn or 2. We don't need Bounty Hunter. Pick up the Sven. I'm not going to play Snapfire. There you go. 3-star Dazzle is totally legitimate. 3-star Dazzle, not only does it hit more targets, it heals for more, deals more damage, and has shorter cooldown. It just does so many things well when it gets upgraded to 3-star that I'm like super happy to upgrade Dazzle. So if I can get him to 3-star, that would be so good. So I'm really happy that we're getting progress on that front. We're still pretty healthy. You know, like, we're not, like, bleeding that hard. Even if I do lose, like, okay, I lose by 7. I'm not losing by 20. That's why I feel okay to, like, invest in the future with Mask of Madness. And to, like, hold off on leveling up. To just be like, yeah, I'll be alright, you know? I'm not that concerned. We do find the 2-star Lifestealer. Alright, we'll put that in over the second Chaos Knight here. Give him the Mask of Madness. Find an Alchemist? Which, like... I mean, Alchemist is just a good unit. Like, that's why I'm looking at Alchemist here. This Lifestealer may... I mean, I think he's going to get cut, but temporarily, he is definitely worth the investment here. As also as just a great holder of the Mask of Madness, even if I don't have Brutes. Still very effective, I think. He's actually going to, like, carry pretty hard in this fight. Oh, yeah. This Lifestealer easily carry the fight. Alright. So, I've been holding off on leveling up, since some people did level to 8 kind of preemptively here. We're just going to level up Do I level up now? It would cost me like full 30 gold. Let's do it. So I guess Chaos Knight goes back in. I guess. Could go Sven for humans, which like kind of helps Dazzle and Batrider a little bit.
I will bring Whitespire back to glory.
Nah, I think the second Chaos Knight's probably still stronger. 1-star Sven just doesn't do a lot. Still looking for Dragon Knight, looking for Troll Warlord, and probably looking to replace these Alchemists, or like not play Alchemist, and Necrophos as well. Of course, Necrophos would be huge. So, what would our final build look like here? We can fit in basically 3 more units over this Chaos Knight. It would probably be just like Troll, Necrophos over the Lifestealer, and then do I have enough room for 2 dragons? Or Sven plus Dragon Knight? I don't actually think I have enough. It would be what, 6 knights plus 3 other trolls. That's 9 units. Plus Necrophos. Oh, and there's not enough room for Viper. Oh. I guess I've been going towards an 11 unit build here. So something's got to give. Something has got to give. Well, we'll keep open our options. Whichever one does come together, that's one we'll pursue. Whether it's 4 trolls, which might not happen. I mean, 4 trolls just might not be a thing. I'd like to get a Troll Warlord in, and like I guess I could then replace... You know, we could go down to just 4 knights, take out Batrider, because he's still a 1-star, so he's not contributing that much. So we could, in theory, just stick with that, just go, you know, a 4 knights build. Oh, the other knights player has a 2-star Dragon Knight and a 2-star Necrophos. Must be nice. I guess that means that, like, Alchemist probably just doesn't make much sense. I probably could have sold him off for interest earlier. Yeah, I don't think he does. I could sell off Abaddon to try to get up to 29 and try to snag another point of interest, but I think the possibility of a 3-star Abaddon is pretty strong. Abaddon at 3-star hits really hard. His Aphotic Shield is nothing to mess with. 600 AoE plus a 600 heal, like, that's legit. That is a legitimately strong amount of damage output. He's not only a tank, he is also just a big carry as well. So take a nice solid win here against the mages. This build like is really hard pressed to ever get scaled in. You might have it from Sven, but then the other scaled just don't make any sense. I mean, maybe Venomancer to get Warlocks, but he's still kind of weak. So not thrilled about that. I am pleasantly surprised with how well this Lifestealer is working out with the Mask of Madness. Especially until we get that Troll Warlord online to use it better. So he is definitely performing here. Okay, there's the Witch Doctor and there's a Dragon Knight. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Witch Doctor and buy the Dragon Knight. Swap these in. This way we get the Dragon bonus for the Viper and the Witch Doctor, and we may just end up cutting Batrider and Sven, like just not running these 2. That may be where we end up in this build. If we try to add just 2 more trolls in from here. Oh wait, no, Batrider would be a troll. What am I saying? Batrider would be the troll. So from here we just add in Batrider plus Dragon Knight. We maybe just don't run that many knights. Unfortunately, our opponent has a level 9 build, has their Troll Warlord, and we just got shredded. Oh boy. This... Ugh. We took way more than I was expecting. Opponent has a very kind of... I'm not really even complete build. They have a lot of alliances. They leveled up to 9, got really aggressive with that, and have the Legion Commander, but still a lot of 1-stars on their board. So they're looking pretty strong despite their losing streak before this. So we're still in 2nd place somehow, but we were in a comfortable 2nd. Now we are just barely above the pack here in terms of life total. I have not had enough gold to level up to 9 yet, so that's why we haven't. But still, that's kind of scary. We can pick up a Moon Shard. That's pretty good. That's just a great item. Gonna slap that over on, I guess, the Dragon Knight, which probably makes the most sense right here. Hopefully we can get a 2-star Dragon Knight out of the deal at some point. There's Necrophos. So I think maybe Necrophos even just makes sense to just... Does it make sense to just level up and put him in here? Sure does.
White Spire will be mine.
Give this and then move Moonshard over to the Viper, I suppose. Move him over here so maybe he doesn't always jump. Or maybe put him here in case their opponents have assassins, they can jump onto him. Uh-oh, my opponent with the 2-star Dragon Knight and 2-star Necrophos. This is going to hurt. They have our build, but better at this point. They have like the build that we want to have. We're just a little bit slow on it. Don't have it quite completed. They don't have the Dazzle, though. And we do have the healer bonus, but their Eno really disrupts our healing. That poison. But that doesn't really matter to this Lifestealer, apparently. He is still going strong. He's not going that strong, actually. Alright, we take another small loss here. Yeah, they have in the 2-star Dragon and 2-star Necro already is really impressive. We just got our Necro last turn. They've probably been rerolling a bit more than me because their net worth is lower. But not by much. So, oh, I forgot to use a free reroll last turn. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I just realized we had one. That's very unfortunate. So I guess I have nobody to blame but myself on that front. I'm pretty strapped for cash here, so I don't even know if another level up is going to make much sense since I'm already kind of lower on life. We may just have to stay here at level 9 and hope for the best. Level 9 would probably mean I can't get up to 4 trolls. Right, we would just have to cut the Witch Doctor for the Troll Warlord here. We can cut the Lifestealer as well. That is something we definitely can cut. Probably should cut. But he's doing a lot of work against these 3-star these 3-star units here. We have a lot of health total for him to feast on. Like, look at this guy. This Lifestealer just doesn't give a care in the world. Yeah, who cares? He's got 5 stacks of poison. He is just living his best life. So is Viper, the damage output. Lifestealer's taking the most damage on the team, and he's still alive. Might lose here. Yeah, it looks like we will. Just barely, though. Lifestealer healed for over 4,000. 4,800. Alright. Yeah, I think we may just end up in a spot where we just throw in a Troll Warlord of the Lifestealer or something. I think I have to stay at this level. There's the Omni Knight. We could also get a Warlock if we really wanted to. No, we ended up cutting the Witch Doctor at some point. I'm gonna reroll a little bit. I was hoping like just maybe there's an off chance we get the one more Dragon Knight without reroll. Give us a little bit of that boost. Not really happen here. Opponent actually has a really good setup here, this mage build. If we lose to this, we're going to need to make some adjustments because the way that we're like diagonal to them and they have the Earth Spirit has actually been really bad. I think with better positioning we don't lose to this, but with our current positioning we do lose to the way the Earth Spirit is placed, which is really bad. Yeah. The Earth Spirit's silence hit basically everybody right at the start. The Geomagnetic Grip hit basically everybody on my team because it went diagonally from here all the way through. I think we literally just like swap sides like this. I think that makes us much stronger against that because now, you know, it'll go like just straight through like one line and not hit everybody diagonally. So when it's diagonal, it actually hits more squares than if it goes just straight on. So a little bit of a lost streak here. We still have 25 life, so we're probably not in one-shot range. But I'm still a little nervous, to be sure. Really need that 2-star Dragon Knight. Looking for the Troll Warlord. There's the Troll Warlord. And another Necrophos. Hello. And another Necrophos. Okay, I guess it's time to get rid of the Lifestealer. Put this guy in. Grab the Necrophos. Am I just not going to play the Bat Rider? I'm just thinking of something I want to sell off. Or is Dazzle... Yeah, Dazzle 3-star just doesn't seem that realistic. Let's sell that off. There is a chance we level up one more time and put in this Bat Rider for the 4th troll. Or make some other cut. I guess we could cut Chaos Knight for it. Still keep Knights. We just lose Chaos Knight, who's a great unit. But like, 4 trolls is probably more damage output. Yeah, it probably is. Okay, I mean, I guess I gotta do that. Not thrilled about it. Necropho's top damage, I love it. This is why I was really happy about picking up this Voidstone early. I know that he's just so strong on Necrophos. Voidstone on Necro, like, he's gonna be spamming this Death Pulse every second. Every 5 seconds, that is. Alright, sweet. Let's put in Bat Rider. Let's, I guess, move this over to the Abaddon. Yeah, we got a little bit less of a front line. Maybe we use Viper as a frontliner-ish right now. And then just save up to try to level up for a couple of turns. I don't know. I'm so close to getting these guys to 2-star. It's hard to say. We'll see how this round goes against the other Knights player. I think we're probably stronger now. We got a bunch of improvements. The Troll Warlord, 4 trolls. And I think positionally we're quite strong against them. Because our main damage dealer, the Troll Warlord, is going to be basically untouched until the very end. But they've got a big Sven. Yeah, that's not working. Troll Warlord just cannot kill this Sven. He's got massive amounts of lifesteal. Holy cow. What? He didn't die? That whole time the Sven didn't die. We took 21. Oh my goodness. Troll Warlord dealt so much damage to that Sven and he just refused to die. Oh my. Alright. Pick up another Moon Shard. I don't know how much help that's going to be though. Alright, well I guess the level up plan is not going to work. So I guess we got to reroll here, trying to find the Dragon Knight and the Troll Warlord. And then it doesn't happen. Okay, found the Dragon Knight. That's at least something. That is at least something. But dang, that was really bad. We literally got like killed 1 unit on their board because we were just so focused on that Sven and couldn't get him down. Alright, well, back against the wall here. Hopefully we can pull ourselves out of this. I would say I feel like we were in a good shape until that last turn, but then that last turn happened and we were suddenly not in a very good shape. Dragon Knight is attacking Anna, which is probably not the correct target to be attacking, because he's not doing splash damage, but that's alright. He's swapped and cleaned up the rest of them, and I think we're going to take this win and knock this opponent out. Perfect. Man, these Ennos are still so strong. Even after the slight nerf to heal and steal an Enno, he is still a really strong Underlord. An Essex, I know that an Essex Golem is definitely much stronger in the early game. Proportionally, an Essex Golem is great early game and rather weak later on. So I'm not like surprised to see that we're starting to fall off at least a little bit in terms of that power level compared to some other Underlords, but yeah, we really needed these guys to be 2-star for damage dealers a little bit earlier. Alright, no Troll Warlord here. Let's see what's left. There's still the Knights build, which, like... I was gonna say, like, I feel a little bit better about being a slightly different position, like being a bit more spread out, but then I'm like, that doesn't really make much sense. Uh-oh. The Ghost of the Knights build. Well, this is the big Sven that we struggled with before. We do have the Dragon Knight upgrade, so maybe that's going to help us, but consider me not that optimistic. This Dragon Knight's making big progress. Okay. Until the, the big all-out attack comes through. But we do get the Sven down. I was really hesitant to say that until he actually went down. Because I thought this might not end well. Okay, we do take a win over this opponent. Good, good, good. So now we know we can at least beat them. Our Troll Warlord got a little bit stuck in. So I want to make a slight adjustment where I swap literally Troll Warlord and an Essex positioning. Like literally make this swap. So that Troll Warlord is not quite as locked in by an Essex plus her companion. My back is still against the wall, so I'm still going to be rerolling here, trying to find the Troll Warlord. One more reroll? Nothing. A 2-star Troll Warlord would just put this into overdrive here, I think. But we're left with what we got. It's a very close game here between the top 5 spots here. At least the 4th through 2nd. First place is quite a bit further ahead. Going up against the mages, I think we're pretty good against that. We got a lot of healing, which mages typically don't deal very well with because they can't quite burst you down before most of your healing comes through. That was a big Coddle Blast, but luckily it was not quite enough, and all the healing comes through and knocks him out very well. Okay, sweet. These top 4, he's going to gain a little bit of rating here, I hope. The other Knights player took a big chunk of 25, but that means that they got crushed by this opponent, who's got their own 2-star Troll Warlord. Must be nice. So, I hope I can dodge them and just face the Scrappy build, but they also have a 2-star Medusa. So, it's a little bit of a tough situation here. One more reroll. Troll Warlord. Nope. Never lucky. Alright, we were pretty weak against this particular build, but luckily with this lineup, I think we can focus on this Troll Warlord a bit faster. Oh, they're making adjustments here. I probably should have... Oh, well, it was the person I didn't even look at. I was going to make more adjustments to try to counteract their Sven. Well, here's the person who beat the other Knights player by 1,000,000, but luckily I think our Dragonet was in better position here. And then their Legion Commander did that. Oh. Well, alright. You know, Legion Commander's pretty good. I can respect losing to a Legion Commander who literally one-shot everybody on my board. Sure.
I can mold you to become
Sure.
something great.
Hey, I lost some rank points for that. Wonderful. Well, you know, that's unfortunate. We got 4th and still lost some rank points. I think Knights builds are pretty strong in the current meta. They do suffer against like really strong Legion Commander builds, I'll say, because, well, obviously as we saw there, you don't really have quite as much burst damage, and like your main appeal of going Knights is like a lot of survivability and like sustained healing and sustained damage output from the Necrophos, the Dragon Knight, the Dazzle constant spams. So burst damage from something like Legion Commander. It beat both us and the other Knights player quite handedly on the past 2 rounds once the Legion Commander really gets going. So that was unfortunate. I mean, I also had a 2-star Troll Warlord that we struggled to find. So I think that was like the deciding factor there. In terms of the position against the rest of the lobby, I think it's really strong against mages for the reasons that we saw. I think it's actually pretty decent against Scrappies. Scrappies are like a similar kind of build where they're like a sustained damage output, sustained healing with the Scrappy Alliance. So I like where Knights are in the current meta. They are very reliant on getting a healing Underlord, either NO or an Essex. I guess my opponent had all out attack NO, which served them pretty well, but I guess they were still just about as focused on healing as I was. So I guess maybe other Underlords can work. I do have a preference towards a healing support in Essex and healing support NO, or healing and sealing NO. But both of them, there are a couple of options for this type of build, so it's pretty viable in a lot of different cases. But also it's heavily reliant on getting the Dragon Knight, the Sven, the Necrophos, the tier 4 units up to 2 stars as quickly as possible. We struggled with that a little bit. We had like a 1-star Dragon, 1-star Necro when our opponents had 2 stars on those. So I think we fell a little bit behind, took a little bit more damage than we'd like, and just did not have quite enough to get up to level 10 where this build could really come together with that extra Chaos Knight, I think. So that's what went wrong in this game. But that being said, I think it was still a pretty solid showing given the way the whole game played out. So hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.